Israel's war against Hezbollah continues to batter Lebanon, pushing the country to the edge. Destruction and civilian deaths continue to pile up. Israel has now threatened Gaza-like destruction and an occupation of southern Lebanon. In the latest, 3 journalists were killed in Israeli airstrikes that reportedly targeted a vehicle they were traveling in. This was near the city of Jazin in southern Lebanon. Footage from Lebanese broadcaster Al Mayadeen shows a TV correspondent at the site of the strike. The deceased include Al Manar TV correspondent Ali Shuab, Al Mayadeen correspondent Fatima Fatouni, and a cameraman. Israel claimed that the Al Manar correspondent was a member of an elite Hezbollah unit. Lebanese President Joseph Aoun condemned the Israeli strike, calling it a blatant crime that violated all the norms and treaties under which journalists enjoy international protection in wars. This is at least the second attack by Israel targeting journalists in Lebanon.
A while ago, the Zionist enemy targeted a group of journalists in the south. As a result, the icon of the resistance media, Al-Manar TV's war correspondent, our colleague Haj Ali Shawaib, was martyred after a life spent engaging in jihad on the front lines and confronting the Zionist enemy, reporting on the sacrifices and contributions of the resistance fighters along the southern border.
Since dawn, Israel launched airstrikes and artillery attacks on 42 towns, cities and areas in Lebanon, most of them in the country's south. Debris and damaged buildings line Beirut's southern suburbs. According to Lebanese state TV, most of these attacks came without warning. In Beirut's Jina district, residents were seen inspecting leaflets distributed by Israel, warning that Hezbollah had turned homes into terrorist hideouts. A building was reportedly damaged by a malfunctioning projectile carrying the leaflets. And while people assessed the damage, Lebanon went into mourning for an 11-year-old boy and his uncle killed in an Israeli airstrike the day before. Jawad Younes, 11, and his uncle Rageb Younes, 41, were among the latest casualties in Beirut. The Israeli offensive against Lebanon began on March 2nd. It has resulted in 1,142 deaths and 3,315 injuries. At least 46 rescuers and 5 medical staff have been killed in Lebanon, and that's according to the United Nations. Lebanon is in the midst of a humanitarian crisis, teetering into a catastrophe. More than 1 million people, that is roughly equivalent to 1 in 5 citizens, have been forced to flee their homes. Israel has said it will seize a chunk of southern Lebanon to create what it calls a buffer zone against Hezbollah militants, stoking fears of a possible Israeli military occupation.